Most people think their life changes in one big moment, one decision, one opportunity, one lucky break. But that's not how change usually happens. Real change is quieter than that. It happens in small moments that almost nobody notices. A person wakes up earlier than usual. A student studies when they feel tired. Someone keeps going even after failing again and again. And in those ordinary moments, a completely different future begins to form. There are people right now sitting in small rooms, crowded homes, noisy streets, and classrooms where nobody believes in them. People who secretly wonder if they are capable of becoming more than what life has shown them so far. Maybe you know that feeling. Maybe you've looked at successful people and thought they were simply born different, smarter, more confident, more talented. But the truth is, most successful people started exactly where you are now, uncertain, afraid, and full of doubts they never showed anyone. The hardest battle most people fight is not against poverty, failure, or bad luck. It is against the voice inside their own mind that says, maybe I'm not good enough. That voice can follow you everywhere. It speaks when you fail an exam, when someone laughs at your dream. When you compare your life to people online who seem ahead of you, slowly, if you listen to it long enough, you begin lowering your expectations for yourself. You stop trying as hard because failure feels embarrassing. You stop dreaming because dreaming feels dangerous. But think about this carefully. Every person you admire once had moments where they doubted themselves too. Every athlete, writer, scientist, entrepreneur, artist, and leader has faced rejection. The difference is not that they never felt fear. The difference is that they refuse to let fear make their decisions. There's a powerful truth many young people discover too late. Your future is built by what you do repeatedly, not occasionally. Motivation feels amazing, but motivation comes and goes. Discipline is what changes lives. Discipline is studying when nobody is watching. Discipline is continuing after the excitement disappears. Discipline is choosing growth over comfort again and again until it becomes part of who you are. Imagine two students. Both are intelligent. Both have dreams. One waits to feel ready before taking action. The other starts before feeling confident. One keeps delaying because they are afraid of making mistakes. The other accepts that mistakes are part of learning. After 5 years, their lives look completely different. Not because one was lucky, but because one understood something important. Action creates confidence, not the other way around. Education is not only about passing exams or getting a degree. Education changes the way you see the world. It teaches you how to think, how to solve problems, and how to create opportunities where others see obstacles. A person with knowledge carries something nobody can steal from them. Money can disappear. Circumstances can change. But what you learn becomes part of you forever. And yet, many people waste years waiting for perfect conditions before they begin improving themselves. They say, I'll start when I have more time, I'll work harder when life gets easier, I'll focus when I feel motivated, but life rarely becomes easier first. Growth usually happens in difficult seasons. In fact, struggle often becomes the very thing that prepares you for your future. Think about how muscles grow. They grow through resistance. Your mind works the same way. Challenges strengthen you if you face them instead of running from them. Failure can either destroy your confidence or build your character, depending on how you respond to it. There was a young man who failed an important exam 3 times. Every time results came out, he felt embarrassed and hopeless. Friends moved ahead while he stayed behind. Relatives questioned his ability. At one point, he almost gave up completely. But instead of deciding he was a failure, he decided he was unfinished. That single mindset changed everything. He began studying differently. He became more disciplined. He stopped focusing on proving people wrong and started focusing on improving himself. Eventually, he passed. But more importantly, he became stronger because of the struggle. Years later, he said something interesting. Failing those exams taught him more about life than passing ever could. Sometimes the delay in your life is not punishment. Sometimes it is preparation. The world often celebrates talent, but consistency is far more powerful. A talented person who quits will always lose to an average person who refuses to stop improving. Small daily effort looks insignificant in the beginning, but over time, it creates extraordinary results. Reading 10 pages a day may not seem important today, but imagine the knowledge gained after a year. Exercising for 30 minutes may feel small, but imagine the transformation after months of discipline. Saving a little money, learning one skill, improving one habit, these tiny actions slowly shape your identity. Your identity matters because people act according to the person they believe they are. If someone believes they are lazy, they will continue acting lazily. If someone believes they are incapable, they will avoid difficult challenges. But if you begin seeing yourself as someone who learns, grows, and perseveres, your behavior starts changing too. This is why your environment matters. The people around you influence your thinking more than you realize. If you constantly surround yourself with negativity, excuses, and hopelessness, eventually you begin thinking the same way. But when you spend time around people who value growth, discipline, and learning, your standards rise. Protect your mind carefully. What you listen to daily becomes part of your thinking. At the same time, don't become obsessed with comparing your journey to others. Social media has made many people feel like they are behind in life by the age of 20, but life is not a race with one timeline. Some people succeed early and lose direction later. Others struggle for years before finally discovering their purpose. Your journey is different because your story is different. There are people who started businesses in their 40s, people who discovered their talent after years of failure, people who changed their entire life after one decision to stop giving up on themselves. Never underestimate how quickly your life can change when your habits change. But change requires honesty. You have to ask yourself difficult questions. Are you truly working toward your goals, or are you only wishing for results? Are your daily actions matching the future you say you want? Dreams sound beautiful, but dreams without effort slowly become regrets. The uncomfortable truth is that nobody is coming to rescue your future for you. Not your friends, not society, not luck. At some point, you must decide that your life deserves your full effort. Even if you start small, even if you start imperfectly, even if nobody believes in you yet. Because belief is strange. Most people won't believe in you until after you succeed. That's why self-belief matters so much in the beginning. Sometimes you must continue walking through uncertainty without immediate proof that things will work out. That is what courage actually looks like. Not the absence of fear, but movement despite fear. And remember this, growth is often invisible at first. A seed underground looks like nothing is happening, but roots are quietly forming beneath the surface. In the same way, your hard work may not produce instant results. There will be days when progress feels painfully slow, days when you question whether your effort matters, but consistency compounds. One day, people will see results they never saw you building. So if you feel lost right now, start small. Read more, learn more, use your time wisely. Speak to yourself with more belief. Replace excuses with action. Stop waiting for confidence and start building it through effort. Your future is not decided by where you started. It is decided by what you choose repeatedly from this moment forward. One disciplined day may seem unimportant, but days become weeks. Weeks become years, and years become a life. You do not need to become perfect overnight. You only need to refuse to quit on yourself. There is still potential inside you that has not been discovered yet. There are skills you have not developed, strengths you have not tested, and opportunities you cannot yet see. But none of them appear while standing still. The person you want to become is created by the choices you make when nobody is applauding, when nobody is encouraging you, and when quitting would be easier. So keep going, keep learning, keep improving quietly. One day, the same struggles that once made you doubt yourself will become proof of how strong you really were all along.